This is the independent practice for 10.2. We're going to find the volume of these triangular prisms. Okay, so we have a triangle right here, which is the base, and then we have another triangle here. So we know it's a triangular prism, and this would be the height between the two triangles. Okay, so volume equals the area of the base times height. Now to get the area of the base, this is a triangle, so it's area equals 1/2 times little b times h. Area equals 1/2 times 7 times 6. And area equals 1/2 times 42. Half of 42 is 21. So the area of this triangle is 21 meters squared. Okay? So volume equals 21 times the height of 16. And when I do that, I get 300. Volume equals 336. It's meters, it's cubed. 336 meters cubed. Okay? Let's do number 2. Another triangular prism. So, volume equals the area of the base times the height. So here's one of the bases. Let's figure out the area of this triangle. Its area equals 1/2 times small b times h. Area equals 1/2 times 6. And then here the height is 5 times 5. So it is area equals 1/2 of 30. Area equals 15. Okay, so that goes there. Volume equals, and then we times it by the height, which is from this base to the other base. It's 9. And when we do 15 times 9, we get... Oh, I just saw, I did a mistake. I put this as 5 here. I didn't account for that 0.2. So I need to regroup here a little bit, right there, and then I'm going to erase that. 5.2. Oops, oh my goodness. I'll get it. Okay, 5.2. Now let's times that. Let's do area equals, I'm going to make 1/2 0.5 times 6 times 6 times 5.2. So 0.5 times 6 times 5.2 equals 15.6. That's the area. I was off a little bit. So 15.6 times the height, which is 9. That will give me my volume. So 15.6 times 9 equals 140.4. So my answer is 140.4. It's meters and it's cubed. Okay. Another triangular prism. Here's my triangular base. I need to find the volume. Volume equals the area of the base times the height. One base to the other base is, this is the height. So I know h is 4.8 times some base equals this. I need to take this triangle right here and find the area. Area equals 1/2 times 5.7 times 9.5. Area equals, to make it simple, I'm going to make this 0.5 times 5.7 times 9.5. Okay? 0.5 times 5.7 times 9.5 equals 27.075. That's the area of the triangle, or the area of the base. Okay? 27.075. I times that by 4.8, and I get get 129.96, which is not what they have on the book. So, I wonder, what did I do wrong here? 5.7. Oh. This is wrong. It's right here. It's this, which is 7.6. Huh. Wow. That was a mistake. We all make mistakes. Okay. So, this number I don't need, because the height of a triangle must be a right angle. So it's this 7.6. So area equals 1/2 times 7.6 times 5.7. All right, now let's do that. 0.5 times 7.6 times 5.7 equals 21.66. That's the area of the triangle. So volume equals 21.66 times the height of 4.8. Let's see what we get here. Times 4.8 equals 103.968. 103.968. The unit is centimeters and it's cubed. Okay? So, let's go on to number 4. A wheelchair ramp is in the shape of a triangular prism. Its base area is 37.4 and the height of 5. Volume equals area of base times height. It told me the area of the base is 37.4, and I multiply that times the height, and it told me it was 5. So 37.4 times 5 equals 187. Said it was yards, and because it's the volume, it's cubed. Okay, let's go to 5. Triangle has a height of 9 inches. Triangle has a base of 3 inches and a height of 8 inches. Oh, the prism height is 9. So volume equals big B, which is the area of the base, times the height. Now, the height between the bases is 9 times some area of the base. We got to find the area of this triangle that has a base of 3 and a height of 8. So area equals 1/2 times 8 times 3. Area equals 1/2 times 24. Area equals 12. So now we have the area of the base is 12. 12 times 9 equals 108 inches. Oops, just inches cubed. And there's your answer. Okay. Let's keep going on. 6. This is where we have some information, but we're missing something. Okay? Volume equals big B times H. Now we have the volume, so it's 30 equals, do we know the area of the base? This right here is my triangular base. This we don't know. This is 10. And the height between the two is 3. So we know that. We're just missing something in the space. So let's do 30 equals 1/2 times 10 times some number, and then we times it by the height, which is 3. Okay? So let's do 30 equals 1/2 times 10 is 5 something times 3. And then 30 equals 15 somethings. Now, I want to get this. I want to find out what this is all by itself. I divide each side by 15. and I get 2 equals what I'm looking for. So this equals 2. All right, 2, and it's feet. Let's keep going. Number 7. So, volume equals big B times H. Looks like we have the height again, which is 15. Looks like we have the volume, 390. And then we're just missing this big B. So let's do the best we can. 390 equals 1/2 times, for this triangle here, here's the base and here's the height. We don't know the height. So it's 1/2 times 6.5 times H, and then times the height between the two is 15. Okay. Let's do 1/2 times 6. 0.5 times 6.5 equals 3.25 times H times 15. That all equals 390. Now let's times these two things together. 3.5 times 15 equals 48.75 times H equals 390. Now, I just want to find out what this height is. So I got to divide each side by 48.75 divided by 48.75. 390 divided by 48.75 equals 8 is my height. And we're talking about inches, so 8 inches. Okay. Number 8. Okay, we're missing something. Looks like here's the triangle. Looks like we could figure out the base of the triangle because we have the small base and the height of that. We don't know the height between the two bases. So volume equals big B times H. Volume, it said, was 98 equals this big B we can find because we have these two things here. So let's do that. Area equals 1/2 times 9.8 times 5. Okay, 0.5 times 9.8 times 5 equals 24.5. So the area of the base is 24.5, and then we just don't know what that height is. That's what we want to know. If it's times 24.5, we divide it by 24.5 and divide this by 24.5. So 98 divided by 24.5 gets me 4, and that's my height. So my height is 4 meters. Okay. Hopefully you're getting this idea. Let's keep going here. Mr. Stanford's greenhouse has the dimensions shown. The volume of the greenhouse is 9 cubic yards. Find the missing dimension. So we need to find this. So V equals big B times H. And this is what we're missing. So the volume is 90. The big base, which would be the area of this triangle, 1/2 times 6 times 3. Now 6 times 3 is 18 times a half. A half of 18 is 9. So the area is 9, and the height, we don't know. So 9h. Now we want to just get this h all by itself, so we divide each side by 9. 10 equals h. So the height is 10 yards. Number 10. Darcy built the dollhouse shown. What is the volume of the first floor? So we want to find the volume of this first floor, which is right here. And it looks like it's a rectangular prism, not a triangular one. We have a rectangle shape here. So we know that it's V equals the area of the base times height. So the height between the two bases is 40, I'll come down here, 45 inches times the base of this one. Well, this is 10 here, so this must be 10 here. 10 times 20 is 200. So the area of the base is 200. Volume equals 200 times 45. So the volume equals 200 times 45, 9,000 inches cubed. So that's the first floor. The first floor is 9,000 inches cubed. Now it says what's the volume of the attic space. We use the same formula, but we have a triangular one now. So to find this, we have to use the area of a triangle. The height is going to be the same. All right, so the height is 45. Now, we have let's see, the height of this triangle is 8 times 20. So area of a triangle equals 1/2 times base times height. Area equals 1/2 times 20 times 8. Okay. Oops, I don't need that. Area equals, half of 20 is 10 times 8. The area equals 80. So the area of the triangle is 80 inches squared. So it's 80 times 45, and that'll get me the volume of the attic. 80 times 45 is 3,600 inches cubed. That's the space of this triangular prism right there. This rectangular prism is 9,000. So you could say together, the whole space of the house would be 12,600 inches cubed. But it's only asking for the first floor, then the attic. Okay. Hopefully you did pretty good. If you have any questions, let me know, and then we'll go on and work on the extra practice.